Hey everyone, it's Lefstar and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk with you guys about something that's been occupying my brain, and I don't really have a lot of space up there, so I'm just gonna try to get it out. So yeah, anyways, that made like no sense. But for the past like forever, I mean, honestly, this isn't something really that new because it's something that I've always kind of dreamt about doing, like as a very non-serious sort of passing thought sort of type of dream. But I've always wanted to like make music and produce music and like do vocals and like make tracks and stuff. I honestly never thought that I would like fully honestly, I thought I would go my whole life never really getting into it because, you know, I'm already doing so many other things, especially like creative things, and I feel like there's only so much that I can do in like one life, especially since like I don't have all the time in the world. So I've already been struggling so much with just making time for me to do art, and especially like just for my own personal creation. Just doing art has been quite difficult. It's hard to make time for those sort of things. I want to just focus on my art. I want to get really good at making art. I really want to like master it and have it be something that I can just be super proud of and constantly improve at. But like also, it's just, that's my main passion, is to draw and illustrate and stuff. But I just like, I don't know why, but I just can't get this thought out of my head that I really want to start making music. I've always dreamt about like being a producer and like actually producing my own music and like my own sort of really unique sound, kind of like this sound that I have in my head that I wish I could put out into the world, because like, you know, I don't know, it's very hard to find that exact type of music that I kind of like think about, that I wish existed, and it's just like, I don't know. I really want to give it a shot. I want to try to make music, and today, well, I kind of started yesterday. Well, yesterday and today was my first like proper attempt at it. And honestly, the main thing that has stopped me from trying to learn all this time is because I'm so incredibly intimidated. I don't know how to start. Like with art, I guess when you want to try to learn to draw, you know that you need a pen and a pencil, and then you just kind of start drawing. But with music, especially like producing music without an instrument, like doing it with software, that is so completely out of my like knowledge. I don't know how any of that works. I don't know the first thing about music theory or like just any of it. Like I'm completely new to all of it. So there's just so much to learn, and I don't even like know necessarily how to start. And then I've looked up tutorials like in the past, like how do you start with music production? Where do you even begin? And it's just so much all the time. Like I feel super overwhelmed by it, but I know that it's just a hurdle that I have to get past if I ever want to start. So today and yesterday, I tried to just make something, right? It didn't even have to be anything. Oh my god, my cat. My cat is being so annoying right now. She's meowing to go outside, and then I open the door for her and she doesn't freaking go. So I totally lost my train of thought. But anyways, so yeah, I installed the DAW today, or yesterday, but anyways, whatever. I installed the DAW. I wanted to try learning FL Studio, but I don't have the money to buy it. So I'm starting with Reaper right now, which I just like looked up what's a good free DAW. So I'm trying out Reaper. It seems, I don't know, like the interface isn't super intimidating. So yeah, but then when I actually got it, I was just like, now what? So for actual music production, I really don't know like how to do it. I tried to like make a MIDI or something, use that, but I have no idea what I'm doing. It didn't really work out. Then I tried to basically just find like an instrumental of a song that I like and make lyrics for it, like vocals for it. And that was pretty hard as well. The difficult thing is like, I don't know, everything is difficult. So yeah, I was trying to just make up a melody for vocals while listening to the song, and I was like recording me just kind of singing it, and then I tried to write lyrics and then like re-record it, and like, yeah, but also like I don't have the it's hard to also try to record vocals because I don't have like the proper kind of voice or like studio setup for it. Like I am afraid to sing too loudly because my like walls aren't treated for sound that well. Yeah, it's very just kind of hard for me to like really use my whole like vocal range. Oh my god, my cat! Because I just don't want to be too loud, and then the walls will echo my voice everywhere. So yeah, so it ended up it didn't really sound that great because I wasn't really. My voice was just very like low and faint. So that's something that I really want to try to work on. Oh my fuck! It's just like seeing how far I can take my voice to actually make like vocals, right? That's something that I've always been very interested in because I've always really liked to sing. But that went kind of well. Like yesterday I attempted it and I was so completely just, I didn't know how to do it at all. But today I gave it a second shot. I tried a different like instrumental and it went a bit better this time. I recorded a few different takes and wrote some lyrics. It was just very basic. I didn't really think too much of it because I wasn't really focused on the songwriting aspect of it. I just wanted to get some sort of concept out. So yeah, it was just so incredibly rough. But you know what? I'm probably gonna, like, if I actually go on with this, I'm probably gonna look back on it and just cringe. But it was a good first effort. At least I made something. And that was a big hurdle that I struggled to get by or get past. Which really held me back from, I think, even trying to attempt any sort of music production. Now, if I wanted to actually learn how to produce the instrumental and not just take someone else's, of course I'm not going to release this crappy little test I did, so I don't think it really matters. But I would like to actually produce my own music, make my own sort of like new sound. I really wanted, like I was thinking like what would I want to express with my music? And I'm sure some of you guys can see this coming, but I really want to actually, I want to make like cyberpunk type of music. I want to make music that sounds in this very specific way that I imagine it in my head, and then like also write lyrics that kind of tell stories within the genre. And the actual lyrics that I wrote for my first little test was inspired by like a storyline for one of my two characters, my OCs, and they are like very cyberpunk-ish OCs. So yeah, part of it was like man, I don't even want to say it. It's too cringe to read out my crappy lyrics that I didn't even think twice about writing. I really do want to actually try writing some really nice lyrics, so like profound, well thought out lyrics. I think that would be so fun because I actually really do enjoy writing. It's something that I occasionally do with my characters. I like to write little stories about them, and I find writing to be so fun, especially when I actually like try and make it sound really good. It takes so much time though to write a good story. One of my most polished stories, which I've actually wanted to post on my website, I still haven't, but it's about my character Conrad, and I've iterated and like revised that story so many times, but now I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. So I really want to try to do that with like lyric writing as well. And yeah, just like really, I don't know, I feel like music could be such a great way to do some sort of self-creative expression, especially since I'm so obsessed with cyberpunk, and I think it would be a cool medium to kind of express myself in my love for cyberpunk, which is something that I do with my art already, so I can kind of like merge those two things. Maybe, you know, make an album cover that'll be like an artwork based on a song. That'd be super cool. So yeah, now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how seriously I'm gonna take actually learning this. I honestly really would want to continue learning, maybe practice every day, try to, you know, learn more. The only issue is I really struggle to make time for it. I have so many other things that I really, first of all, need to do and also want to do. So on top of just work and life, and already pursuing so many other like interests, hobbies, and just things that I do every day or try to do often. You know, I like to, besides drawing for myself, like for personal art, I like to read, I like to work out often, go outside and take walks and, you know, stay active. I like to play video games, which is something I've been doing a lot, and of course I'm working on my YouTube. There's just so many like creative things that I want to do and do. I also wanted to get into like photography and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how people do it. Like, how do you balance all these sort of different interests? How do you make time for it? I have no idea. And also, I'm like learning a language and studying every day, and like, It's just so much. I really don't know how to fit all these things into one day or just have enough time to do them all actively, like often, and not just like leave one hobby behind or leave one activity behind, because that's something I definitely do not want to do. And I take all of them very seriously, like I really do want to just do all these sort of things. And the hardest part is there's never enough time in a day. There's never enough hours. That could be an interesting song concept. But yeah, I also have no idea what the like song making workflow looks like. With art, it's very like, you look for inspiration, you find a reference, you sketch, then you do your cleanup, sketch or line art, and then you start to color and render, and like there's a very step-by-step sort of process. But with music, I have no idea what that process would be. I don't know how much it varies from person to person. I'm sure it varies quite a lot. I don't know, like, how am I supposed to start with a melody? Like, do I write the track first, the instrumental, and then do I do lyrics after? Like, I don't know the order of operations. And like, yeah, I feel like there's just so much to learn, and I really want to really want to learn it. I want to try to make music. I think that'd be so freaking awesome. So I guess if you are a musician, if you make music and you have any tips for me, I would honestly highly appreciate it. I don't know why I'm so confused by this. Like, I've already like tried to look into this so many times. Like, how do I make music? And I just feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm just trying to work with what I have, you know. I don't want to buy any fancy equipment right now, so I'm just using my microphone, my computer, and I guess my voice. So that's the only instrument I have, really, is software and my voice. And I do not know how to play any instruments. I don't really care to learn how to play instruments, honestly. I hope to just be able to make the songs electronically, because I'm more interested in electronic music anyway. But yeah. So we'll see how that goes. If I continue this, I hope I do. Maybe I'll make some good progress, we'll see. I guess it's something that I can try to get very slowly better at, and I'll look more into it and see what I can come up with. But I'm excited, it's been pretty fun. I feel like it's kind of fun to be a complete newbie at something. I've not been a complete newbie at a new creative like thing in a very long time, I guess, so it's pretty fun. And yeah. I think what would really help me is like watching other people work, seeing how they do it. I really have been enjoying watching Vila. She's one of my favorite singers, vocalists, producers. She was actually one of the main people who inspired me to really like want to take this seriously and actually give it a good try, because I've been watching her, like her streams of her making her music, and she usually just sings over a track that someone else, you know, makes, and they're doing like a collaboration sort of thing. So I don't get to see the like music making part of the process, but I get to see the vocal part, which has been really helpful, because then I actually was able to learn from her, like to kind of do like a first draft of how the melody of the vocals should sound, and then you kind of write the lyrics and then do a re-record and do like multiple takes and stuff. And like I can even try, like once I'm a little bit more comfortable with that process, I can try to do like stacking different tracks while like harmonizing, which sounds so hard because like but yeah, it's just so interesting. I'm really excited to get better at that. So maybe I'll just start trying to do vocals first, and then I can try to maybe learn how to actually do the producing a little bit later, so I can at least get comfortable with one part, which is like learning the software, and then also, yeah. Anyways, I'm just totally rambling. Yeah, let me know if you have any tips for me, or if you are also interested in starting music, then maybe we can talk about that or something. But yeah, thanks for listening to my little ramble, and hopefully we'll be able to look back on this in a few years and I'm gonna be a total rock star. I'm just kidding. But yeah, wish me luck on my potential music learning journey, and yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye!